Thanks for joining us. Time to get ready for NBA action on 2K Sports. Monday Hoops coming up. It'll be Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers facing off against Nene and the Denver Nuggets. It's off to Denver we go. Let's get the call by Kevin Harlan alongside analyst Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg.
The Nuggets have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend the home court here at the Pepsi Center in Denver. Kevin Harlan here alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. 2K Sports welcomes you to our coverage of the NBA. A look here as we present the State Farm starting five. A look at who the Lakers have on the floor. Howe and Bynum filling up the middle. Kobe and Artest are the wingmen, and it's Fisher in at the one. And for the Nuggets, Kmart and Nene are inside. Lawson and Aflalo are the backcourt. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, Derek Fisher has had a lot on his plate the last couple of years. He's the president of the NBA Players Association. Not only was he trying to lead his team to a championship, but he's been trying to fix these labor issues as well.
Here's Kobe. Denver able to drain the three. Aflalo is whistled for reaching in. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Kobe. It's a pick by Bynum. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. You guys talk about Derek Fisher. What a professional.
Kevin, this guy basically made the most of his natural abilities. Never a premier athlete. Always in great shape, though. Always plays hard, plays smart. And he seems to be able to knock down big threes at the most important times. He's done that throughout his career and goes back to when he and Kobe joined the Lakers as rookies.
Absolutely.
Spent a lot of time riding the bus together in the gym before and after practice, and he just worked, and now he's got multiple rings.
He and Kobe both have won the 5 rings. They're really hooked at the hip. Huh?
That's right.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, thank you. Mike Brown and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Their main focal point is going to be defense, according to him. He said, I want my guys putting a body on every shooter and battling for every rebound. This could turn into a pretty physical basketball game by the sound of it, guys.
Thanks, Doris. So Clark and Steve, defense, it looks like, coming first for them today.
And while you don't really want to put all of your cookies in one jar, I think emphasis on defense is a way to go.
Yeah, I'd agree, because if you come out and establish the defense right away, it kind of sets the tone, and you really kind of take control of that game emotionally.
And here's Lawson following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Fisher against Lawson. Shot clock at 6. Over Fisher. No good from Lawson.
You look at what George Karl has overcome in his battle against cancer and other issues the last few years, and it's just a testament to how tough a person he is.
Just a total lack of focus, was not paying attention to where he was.
For the Nuggets, Chris Anderson has checked in for Nene. Chandler comes in for Kenyon Martin. And Andre Miller has subbed in for J.R. Smith. The Lakers also changing it up. Barnes comes in for Ron Artest. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Derek Fisher. Some good thoughts by Clark as we go back to George Karl. A lot of guys, Steve, would have called it a career, but you know and I know, all of us know, he just loves this game so much.
Well, it was so nice to see the support that he got from around the league as he battled cancer. Did such a great job with that team during the Carmelo drama, as they called it. It was really a very taxing year for George Karl, but he battled through it and ended up putting Denver in a really good spot heading into the postseason.
Gets the bucket.
You have a nice high percentage look right there.
Lakers leading by 4. Outside, Kobe. And Kobe throws it down. And now, here's the Sprite Slam Cam replay.
Well, he took that one to the rack with some purpose.
I'll say beautiful dunk there, Steve.
Yeah, how about the agility? Just the power and the skill, impressive.
Here is Lawson.
Well, despite all the turmoil surrounding the Nuggets last season, the Pepsi Center was a sanctuary as far as wins were concerned. 33-8 for the Nuggets at home, and that was while they were dealing with all the Carmelo Anthony situation.
Outside, Kobe. Lawson defending. Here's Barnes. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Denver has always been a tough place to win for road teams. Like you said, Steve, third best home record a season ago. The elevation certainly is a factor. You talk to players. Clark, you played in that mile-high air. It makes it a little bit harder to catch your breath.
It does. I mean, there's certainly something to the elevation, but there's also something to the transversing through different time zones, which is often the case, especially for teams coming from the East. And then you factor in a very enthusiastic and supportive crowd. But the biggest thing is they're usually pretty good. I mean, they've usually got a pretty good roster. So it's no wonder that teams have a tough time getting wins at the Pepsi Center.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
When you talk about that great front court depth for the Lakers, all that length, rebounding, their ability to really crash the glass. And they were actually the 5th best rebounding team in the NBA last year in terms of rebounding differential.
Kenyon Martin is checked in for the Nuggets. Smith comes in for Ty Lawson. Out to Smith. Lets it go from deep. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Smith's got 5.
Now, they're not worried enough about him. They've got to tighten up their defense.
Steve, you were talking about that differential, 2.5 extra possessions in their favor because of it. And Clark, for the Lakers, already a very good team offensively. With that rebounding advantage, those extra possessions more often than not lead to a basket.
Well, they've got such tremendous size. When you look at Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum, you throw in Lamar Odom. I mean, those guys are long and really good rebounders at both ends, but particularly on the offensive glass. And, you know, anytime you get an offensive rebound, usually those defenders are scrambled, and you want to be able to get a high-quality shot.
That's 9 straight points coming off 3 3-pointers. The defense just getting shelled.
Steve, the threes are killing them. I think they've got to find a way to chase them off the three-point line. Yeah, both teams are scoring well, but there hasn't been much defensive resistance either.
And Miller backs down. Off with the layup.
Boy, he really bungled that thing.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Lakers ahead, leading by 7.
And they're really keying in on getting as many good shots inside the lane as possible. They're doing a nice job of not just settling for outside looks.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're working it inside and doing it with intensity.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Here's Lawson, looking for his first bucket of the game. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. Artest, Gasol, and Bynum are the front court. Fisher and Kobe man the back court. Good. Smith's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Nuggets. Lakers leading by 4. On the wing, Kobe, covered by Smith. Backing down is Bryant. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, longtime NBA coach George Karl has successfully battled back from throat cancer, and even some of his big rivals have opened their hearts. Says Karl on the matter, sometimes we take our job way too seriously. We think there are enemies out there, and there really aren't. Nothing like a dose of perspective to change the way you see things, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Everyone had Coach George Karl in their hearts, certainly, throughout this entire ordeal.
This goes to show how tough it is to be able to come back from that and keep coaching in the NBA.
The finger roll finish at the bucket. Kobe's got 15.
Seems like that finger roll just comes naturally to him. Great touch.
Here's Lawson.
Well, you talk about Pau Gasol, you think about the luxury of having a 7-footer who can play the power forward or center spot. He's really the key to that Lakers front line.
Chandler with the screen on Fisher. 6 on the shot clock. Lawson against Fisher. And again, Denver no good. And going back to the versatility of Pau Gasol. So skilled, he can pass, shoot, handle the ball, and do it all.
And we really haven't seen many players of his size, Kevin, with that wide array of talents. I mean, He'd be a really good player if he was only 6'4".
Yeah, he would.
That's how skilled he is.
Lakers leading by 6. To the inside. Here's Artest. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist.
That's not a defensive matchup that's going to work out too often. It's hard to give up that much size.
Here is Lawson. Still looking to get on the scoreboard.
Guys, if you're a visiting team, the Pepsi Center is one of the toughest places to try to steal a win. The altitude isn't helping matters, that's for sure, and it can actually literally take the wind out of it.
Well, you've got to get the ball out of his hands, bring an extra defender, and force somebody else to beat you.
I agree with you. Make him give it up.
Bynum. It's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got 3 assists in the game. And for the Nuggets, going back to their home court advantage. When you get off the opposing team bus, the first sign you see as you go in that doorway is, just to warn you folks, you're a mile high. Breathing.
Right, that's right.
You played there, you saw it.
No, that's right.
It's hard to breathe here. So now you mix in their high energy, that high pace of game that they go through. Wow, what a combination.
Yeah, that's a lethal combination if you're the road team.
And they're too deep at every position, guys, so they can really put some pressure on you at both ends of the floor.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Chandler. Flalo comes in for J.R. Smith. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Ty Lawson. 6 to shoot. Miller, the pass to Nene. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Lakers leading by 5. Backing down is Bryant. He feeds it to Ratliff. Gallinari against Artest. And here's Kobe from the arc. They get it back. Ratliff dishes to Fisher. Artest kicks to Kobe. Scooped up. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by Kobe.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
A follow the pass to Miller. He's covered by Fisher. From deep a follow. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got his 5th assist in this one.
Boy, these threes are picking them apart. 4 out of the last 5 shots against them, all uncontested, and all are threes.
Yeah, the defense just looks uninterested right now. They're not making the effort to challenge these shots.
And the basket by Kobe. Kobe's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's been good offensively tonight. I really like what I've seen.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Now Miller. And here's Gallinari. His 3-pointers off the mark. 32 seconds left now here in the second. Kobe, that's for 2. That doesn't go in either for Kobe.
Not his best quarter. The shots just haven't fallen for him.
Now here is Miller. Picked up by Kobe. He kicks to a Flalo.
I'm not sure what they're thinking offensively. Poor decision on that pass.
And that's good. Kobe Bryant for the triple. Kobe's got 20.
I like it. He dropped a dime on him right there, guys.
Got it off in time. Can't hit. And that concludes the first half. Lakers lead by 7.
Afternoon and welcome to the HP Halftime Report. The Los Angeles Lakers in front against the Nuggets over at Pepsi Center. A huge advantage in points in the paint. They're having their way inside. Kobe scoring with ease against Denver. Consistent shooting from the field, making well over 65% of his shots. Not a lot of guys put up a half a basketball like that. And the Nuggets are still keeping at it. Defensive rebounding, a big problem right now. They just can't control their own backboard. A difficult first half for Ty Lawson. An abysmal field goal percentage. The shot not cooperating. No doubt the focus so far, these 2 players have led the charge in scoring for their teams. Plenty of offense for both in the first half. And that'll end things for us here in the studio. We'll see you next time.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Here's Lawson, looking for his first bucket of the game.
Well, one of the things that has made the Lakers so good is their depth and their balance. In fact, last year, defensively, they had the 5th lowest field goal percentage defense in the league, under 44% for their opponents.
Lawson and Afflalo are the backcourt. Kmart and Nene are inside. And it's Gallinari in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Just another one of his many post moves down low.
The Nuggets trail by 9. And for the Lakers, Clark, that big front court, a big part why they're so tough defensively. Steve just said a percentage defensively under 44%.
Well, length is hard to score over. I mean, they've got some tough defenders up and down the roster, really, and they play a physical style. I mean, you think about a guy like Matt Barnes, Ron Artest. Kobe is a killer defensively when he's locked in. And then they're all experienced, too. I mean, that adds to that defensive prowess as well.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, a rare early exit from the playoffs by the Los Angeles Lakers spurred some talk that perhaps they might blow up their core, and specifically their post players. But General Manager Mitch Kupchak said that wasn't the case and stressed the importance of bigs, saying talented big players are always at a premium. Guys, doesn't look like those players are going anywhere anytime soon. Back to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
The Lakers went out on a bad note, but I agree with the decision to not blow up the roster. Keep it together for a bit.
Well, I kind of like it, guys, that they didn't make major moves. I mean, remember, this is an extremely talented team. They were probably very tired from the championship runs 3 years in a row. So I think it makes sense. Let them recharge their batteries and come back together and see if they can make another run this year. Well, Mike Brown, a part of the Greg Popovich coaching tree. In fact, I played for him in San Antonio in 2003 when he was an assistant. Excellent coach, really a guy who will emphasize the defensive end of the floor. That's his forte.
Here's Lawson. Kicks to Nene. Some nice passing. But Trey, a rebound by Kobe Bryant. Steve, good point about Mike Brown. You know, Clark, his familiarity with the Western Conference and some of the big teams in that conference, I'm sure a big reason why the Lakers got him.
Well, I think all around he's just an outstanding coach. I mean, he's in his prime. He's a relatively young coach who's had tremendous experience. So his record is very impressive. His demeanor and personality and philosophy, I think, is really solid. It helps that he was coaching LeBron, but make no mistake, you just don't stumble into what he's been able to do as far as wins go. I mean, he's won almost 2/3 of his games as an NBA head coach, and that list is short when you start looking at the resumes of head coaches to have won 2/3 of the games you've coached in.
Lakers leading by 12. And Artest backs down. Replay here. Sprite Slam Cam showing it once more.
Now that's a special order right there.
Not everybody can cap off a dunk like that.
Yeah, very difficult maneuver, but a tremendous one if you can pull it off.
And it's the Nuggets ball. They trail by 14.
You know, for so long we've seen the Lakers coast into the playoffs, put themselves in a tight spot and then find a way out of it. But in that series versus Dallas in last season's playoffs, they really looked like a tired and overmatched team.
5 on the clock. There's the pass to Lawson. There's the 3. Rebound the Lakers. And for the Lakers, Kobe said, Clark, after that series, we've been playing with fire the last 3 years. Now we finally got what we deserve. Steve, that is a very interesting quote. Take it apart for us and delve into it.
Well, I think the Lakers had been to the finals for 3 straight years, and I think they were worn out emotionally. And for a couple of those playoff series over the years, they did play with fire and get away with it. Not last year. Dallas just destroyed them, and I think the Lakers just looked tired, both physically and mentally.
Kevin, too easy. I mean, the defenders were sort of looking at each other like, whose man was he? And everybody thought somebody else was going to guard him, and nobody did.
He's just filling the stat sheet. I mean, what hasn't he done out there today?
Well, Steve, you know what we call a guy who fills the stat sheet, don't you? He is a stat sheet stuffer supreme.
He's covered by Fisher. From deep, Afflalo. No good. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. Lets the three fly. The offensive rebound. Another shot. Can't get the layup.
Oh, he had a great look at that, but really good defense contesting that shot.
Lawson. He dishes it to Afflalo. Passes to Nene. Odom's there. And the layup is good.
You know, it is really hard to miss shots that close to the basket.
Lakers leading by 12. Gathers. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. A different look for Denver. Anderson comes in for Nene. And Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Kenyon Martin.
You know, when Lamar Odom came into the league, a lot of people thought he could be a franchise player. He never really became that type of guy, but he's the perfect wingman for Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol. Kind of a Scottie Pippen type floor leader, ball distributor, and an excellent all-around player.
Lawson with it. Fires top of the key. Good on the shot. Here's Blake. Got it up. It went right down as the buzzer sounded.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know how he has the poise to make that shot look so easy.
Yep, and that's the most exciting play in basketball, guys. The buzzer beater. Unbelievable.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
Kobe having just a fantastic game. He has 29 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
Well, they'd be in a much different position in this game if he wasn't burying those long balls.
From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. So as we get rolling here in the fourth, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Spark. Doris, take it away.
Hi, guys. Well, it was the stretch by the Lakers that garners the Sprite Spark today. They look completely focused and on top of their game as they keep finding ways to extend this lead. This was the performance Coach was looking for at the start of the game, and they haven't disappointed, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Clark, it was a scoring run that proved extremely important.
Yeah, Kevin, you know what? I think that's exactly when they grabbed this one by the throat, really seized control of it.
And you could see their energy just building as the game went on. And by the end of that run, they really took control of everything.
So with Kobe sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Pau and Bynum filling up the middle. Steve Blake is out there with Brown, and it's Walton in at the 3. Miller outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Terrible defense for both teams, just atrocious.
Yeah, it's been awful, Steve. I don't know any other way to say it, and I'm sure both teams will get an earful from their coaches.
Bynum dishes to Gasol. Hits the 15-footer. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Well, they say control the glass, control the game. They're definitely controlling the glass.
Yeah, I agree with that. And that's been the case here tonight. Big lead they're enjoying on the glass.
Here's Smith. That's good. It's Miller with the assist.
What a marvelous job they've done of sharing the basketball. A ton of assists.
Well, they know where each other is all the time. They're moving the ball, just finding the open guy. Nobody seems to care who scores.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. His message was this: all of us know these guys are capable of exploding and putting up points in a hurry. So I don't want to see anybody letting up until that final whistle blows. Guys, back to you.
Here's Brown. Trains the three-pointer.
You are really living dangerously if you let him roam free in three-point land. He's a dangerous marksman from out there.
Here's Afflalo. Dishes to Miller. The dish to Nene. From deep, Afflalo. Another 3 for Denver.
Another open look hits bottom from outside.
Yeah, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Great shot. And Artest with the basket on the assist by Brown. 6 points for Ron Artest. Here is Miller. Here's Anderson. The 3 from Afflalo. And Andrew Bynum pulls it down. Lakers leading by 13. Down kicks to Artest. Again, the Lakers.
You know, guys, this is what happens with him. All of a sudden, he can erupt from the floor.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. 15-point game. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And obviously, coach doesn't want them giving up all these inside buckets. They need to do a better job of moving their feet, staying in their stance, and keeping their man in front of them.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Kuvas checked in for Anderson. Alinari comes in for Nene. And it's Lawson in for Aaron Afflalo. Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. Fisher comes in for Steve Blake. Lawson the pass to Miller. Lawson against Gasol. On the wing, Chandler. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, that's a quality look there. The defense a bit late.
And 2 straight now from long range, putting up points in a hurry, Clark. Great job taking that one all the way to the hoop.
Yeah, he made the D look non-existent and foolish there.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Denver calls timeout. They trail by 14. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. For the Nuggets, Nene, he's checked in for Kuvas. And it's Martin in for Andre Miller. .158 left in the fourth. For 3, Lawson. They grabbed their own miss. Martin with the bucket.
It was a close game here, though. That's surprising considering they're rarely grabbing any rebounds.
Walking down is Bryant. Goes straight out. Chandler with the block. The Nuggets on offense. Down by 12. Here's Gallinari. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials off contact and he'll shoot 2.
And the official right on top of that one.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Steve. He didn't hesitate to make that call. Now he'll get his chance at the line.
That is surprising, Clark. It's difficult to be in a game when you can't rebound.
But, Kevin, they're still in it. They still are in it. I can't believe that they've had so much trouble with the boards. We'll see if they can hang in there a little longer.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Fisher. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch the breath, right?
Yep.
Rebound by the Nuggets. Now Russell shoots. The Nuggets with another miss. Pushing it up. Kobe against Chandler. Open look. And Kobe gets it to go. Kobe's got 33.
Anytime they've needed a move, he's taken over one shot after another. Boys, he's playing well.
Fisher against Lawson. From deep, Gallinari gets it to go.
Another 38. We can see barrage from long range here in the second half.
Well, they have come out blazing. And defensively, it's hard to deny that shot. I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover when the team spreads you out like they do.
Lamar Odom comes checked in for Ron Artest. Here's Kobe. Over Chandler. Martin gets the rebound. Lawson against Odom. And here's Gallinari outside. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers go with it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. That bucket in no time at all. 36 points for Kobe Bryant. Here's Lawson.
Well, not much they can do at this point.
They're playing for pride, trying to finish it off for pride's sake.
Odom against the net. Fires the three. And it goes out of bounds following the shot. And here's Los Angeles, leading by 12. It's all backing down. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Lakers lead by 14.
That's probably going to do it. They're putting this team away.
Steve, I thought they fired just at the right time. Long distance, wide open as the clock winds down.
You give them an opening like that one, take advantage.
Great looking transition that night, guys.
And here's Kobe from the arc. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan player of the game, Kobe Bryant.